What's up, everybody? It's Kamakazi, and I hope you guys are having a great day. So, I've kind of decided to get back into making videos maybe once a week because there was really positive comments. You guys were fine with that. I never really thought, you guys would be okay with that. And so, I'm not really going to care about views or subs or whatever. I really just want to make videos and have a good time. I burned myself out last time, and I don't want to do that again. So I'm very cautious to get back into this, but I feel like, once a week isn't the worst thing in the world, and I do really like making videos. It's like, I missed it. I really did, but I was just like, I got burnt out. What am I supposed to do? But, when I said something about once a week, I just kind of put it in there, and you guys were like, oh, hey, yeah, that's fine. And I never really thought that. So I'm really happy with that, and I'm down to make a few videos, even if they only get like 100 views or 10 or 2, whatever. So I'm really excited about that. So today I kind of wanted to do something that I, again, haven't done in many months, and that is talk about war robots. It's a little bit of an interesting story because I feel like I have a lot of things to say about it. As I have been following the news, I haven't really been playing, but I've been following the news relating to war robots, and I have some things interesting to say. So, first of all, I just want to start off with, they've come out with a lot of updates in the past couple of months. A lot of updates, and a lot of new things. We'll start off with the positives, I guess, because there are a couple of them that I think they have done positive, and I think that, positivity is very important, and I've been trying to be more positive lately. So, one of the positive things I think they've done is the remastered war robots. That's like major. That is a major new thing that we've been asking for a couple of years now. And they had this Steam update a while ago, but then it was a total failure. I mean, it didn't work. And so they've come back a couple years later, and they've developed it a lot more, and they've made it better, and it's coming out to all platforms. So that is very major. So I was excited about that, to see that coming around. And honestly, I've seen some videos with the graphics on the Ultra graphics looking amazing. It looks very smooth. It looks a lot better than the previous warbots that we all know. So I'm excited about that. I was very happy with that. And, it does show that they've been working hard on something at least. And, they're not just spamming out content and not really working on actually making anything the players are going to enjoy. So I was excited about that, to see that. Also, cross-platform, two major things we've been asking for years. I would have liked it again a couple years ago. I wish they would have done that a while back when cross-platform was first coming out. But, better late than never. Better late than never. Why do I keep on saying never? Oh my. It's kind of like, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it because it did take a very, very long time, and we've been asking for that for a while, but it's lovely that they're actually listening, and they actually did add that in. Now, those are the two things I think are the most positive. There is also a third one, which is the lag, which I hate. I hate lag. I don't know why, but it's like my biggest pet peeve about any game. And so, that's the main reason why I actually left the game. I mean, I'd been playing for about 2 years at that point, and as soon as the lag, it had already been very laggy. And I made a video about that, and then it got even more laggy once the Titans came out. And it just showed that they don't really care about their game, and I was just like, nope, so I headed out. The lag has improved. It has improved. I will give them that. It's definitely improved. I did actually play this game. I played maybe 10 or 15 rounds of it about a month or so ago. And, I'll talk about my experience there. Yeah, that was an interesting story. It was kind of bittersweet because the lag did improve. It actually did improve, I must say. Back when Titans came out, I mean, it was horrible. The game was absolutely unplayable. Now, I think nowadays it's actually a little bit more playable, and I was very excited for that. The fact that you can actually play the game. However, that lag is still there, and still, I mean, it's worse than it was before the Titans, and it was already really bad then. So it's still pretty bad, but if Remastered comes out and they fix the lag, I mean, they do have a couple of very good things going for them. So, how about the bad things? Now let's get into the bad things that I was not so excited about. Number one, all the new content. It proves their business model to be correct. I saw a comment about them about how it's just a spiral where they're just going to keep on producing content like this until the game is in the grave and it's done. And honestly, I didn't really think it was that way before when I was playing, but now, looking at it, I can tell that this game is kind of a dead end. I mean, yeah, they've added some pretty cool features, but at the same time, the other stuff that they've added is a little, First of all, they've added upgrades to the upgrades on pilots. So how the pilots have the regular old upgrades where you can get the boost and stuff? Not very many people like pilots in the first place. No one really wanted them in the game. But no, Warbots added them in, and it was great. Not one of my favorite updates. But then they decided to go a step further from the thousands upon thousands of gold required to actually upgrade these pilots and make those upgrades on the pilots upgradable. What? It's just this random tangent that literally nobody asked for. Usually updates are supposed to be for the players and, make the game a little bit better. Hopefully, get people going, get people hyped about it, get people excited. But no, that's not really how their updates work anymore. It's more of like event after event, and then we're gonna add in some new weapons and stuff that nobody asked for, and then we're gonna add in a bunch of new pay-to-win stuff. It's I don't really get hyped for updates. I really like in that game it was always a hit or miss. Like every single update, it seemed to be like, oh, is this good or is this really, really bad? So that's the thing. You know, they've added in so many new things in just the 6 months I've left. They've added in so many new major features, and they just act like it's nothing. Like, literally, okay, so now they're adding in drones. We already have modules. We have the active and passive modules. We have pilots now. We have upgrades on those pilots, and now they're adding in drones on... Whoever asked for drones? Like, whoever actually wanted drones? No one. They're just putting it in just to get a couple of dollars out of us. So that's a little angering, per se. They also added modules on Titans, which Titans were already extremely expensive to upgrade, and now you have to put modules on top of that. Oh my, it's like never ending. I thought one day, you know, it would end, they'd stop adding in all these new features, but no, they just make the game more and more complex, and at the end of the day, that actually does make it more laggy. The more robots and weapons and stuff, it's more calculations for the game, and that's a major issue. So, I'm kind of just looking at that, and like, why would I want to go back to that? And that brings me back to the point of, should I ever come back to War Robots? You know, I do admit, it's gotten better in a lot of different areas, but at the same time, there's no stopping in the pay-to-win. They genuinely don't care about their player base, and it's just like, they treat them like crap. They treat the player base like crap. And honestly, the player base now is not like it was a couple years ago. I really like that player base. I liked, you know, my subscriber base that I had before in War Robots. I really liked that. You know, they were all very nice people, not toxic, but over time, it's just gotten worse and worse as a bunch of players leave. So I was not excited about that, and it wouldn't feel right going back to that game. It's just not for me, I feel. I don't feel like that game really has any future. I don't feel like there's any point in me playing, and it's a lose-lose situation every time, whether you're paying or you're just free to play, because either you're spending hundreds of dollars on the game, you're spending a lot of money, or, you know, you're not spending anything and you're just going to get crapped on by the people that are spending like tons of dollars on a game. So it's a dead end for me. I really don't think there's any point in me going back. One day, you know, I may change my mind if certain things do get better. If the remaster comes out and it's like a lot better of a game than it was previously, I'll think about it. But I just don't feel like the game has any future, and there's no point in me playing. I'll feel like it's kind of a waste of time. You know, and again, looking at Call of Duty, the game that I'm currently playing, the game that I really like playing, it's like so enjoyable for me. You know, looking at that compared to this game, they have updates that players love. There's almost no pay to win. You know, it's completely based off of skill. Like, the pay to win, I'm not going to say that there isn't. It's just extremely, extremely minor. And you can pay or you can be free to play, and you can still be extremely good either way. Extremely good. There really isn't a difference. So I really like that. I like it being based off of skill. I like a lot of different things about COD. You know, I like the concept of War Robots a lot because it's a lot more chill, I guess. It's slower, you know, not as fast-paced, not as, you know, sweaty, I guess. But it's just way too pay to win, and there's just way too many issues that have not been fixed in years. Now they're finally getting up to fixing a couple of the issues, like they're remastering it. You know, they put in cross-platform, so that's great. But I mean, there are so many other issues. It's just, I could bring up a list from like A to Z. So yeah, that's kind of my opinion on it. I don't know. You guys say what you think about the game, and I feel like I'm having a lot of fun in COD, and I think I'm gonna keep going that way. I really think it's a great game, and the developers listen to you. They listen to the player base, and they listen to what's going on, and they fix things. You know, they actually had to delay this recent update because they wanted to fix a lot of the different things and a lot of the bugs, and it just wasn't working, so they weren't going to rush this update because it's a major update, and it's an update that everyone is hyped for. You know, you look in the YouTube comments on War Robots videos whenever they have an update, a lot of times it's negative, like really negative comments, or sometimes there are some positive comments, but then of course you have them putting their War Robots ID so that they can get the giveaway, because that's what War Robots likes to do. You know, when you go to Call of Duty, their YouTube videos and everything, it's constant, like people saying best game ever, all the YouTubers loving that game. And I like that community there. I really do. So I think I'm going to stay there, even if, you know, that means less views for me. Again, I'm not really focused on views at this point, but it's just the game for me, I feel. You guys can play whatever you want. I mean, I'm not telling you what game you should or should not play. If you're into War Robots, if you're into that, I mean, okay. I'm not going to judge you there. Have fun with that. So, yeah. I really like you guys, and so thank you so much for the positive comments on the previous video. I know that it was a little late, but I'm back now. Yeah. I'm really happy with where this channel hopefully is going, even if it's going to literally die and go to like 2 views per video. Again, I don't really care about views. So that's going to be an interesting journey. But I'm excited to have it with you guys because I really do miss you. So, you know, that was all I had to say. Thank you for watching. This is Kamakazi signing out. I love y'all, and I will see you soon. By the way, please, if you could, like and subscribe. All right. Helps me out so much.